Alright folks, this time we are doing another 2-for-1 review for the Captain America, the first Avenger, Marvel's Hydra figures. The one on the right is the movie series Marvel's Hydra Soldier Dark Threat Deluxe Mission Pack. And here is the packaging. It says detachable armor and firing missiles. A pretty cool armor. That's what the packaging looks like. And at the back, you get the rest of the toys sold. The parachute trooper is also a deluxe figure, as well as some of the accessories. The figure is part of the second wave of deluxe battle packs, or deluxe mission pack figures from the toy line. The figure on the left is the movie series Marvel's Hydra Armored Soldier. Now with energy blast, and here is the picture at the back, and the rest of the wave, rest of the figures in the wave. The figure, incidentally, is part of the third wave of the 3 3/4 basic figures, single-carded figures for the Captain America First Avenger toy line. So wave 2 and wave 3. Right, let's do away with the packaging. Alright, each of these figures come with a ton of not a ton, just several accessories. Let's start with the bigger guy, since he came out first, and a lot of you will probably already have him. He's part of wave 2, perhaps the only other deluxe mission pack that I picked up after the Fortress Assault Captain America. I'm not too interested with the others. It's a very, very nice figure. As a display piece, fantastic. He comes armed with these removable flamethrowers. As you can see, there's some slots for missiles, which we'll get to later. Let me just stand up the figure. I mean, this figure looks as though he ate one of these guys. He is huge. Excuse me. Let me just try and see if I can pose him better. Just standard standing up pose. As you can see, his armor is, I think, removable, but I'm not going to try it now because I'm sure I'm going to have a hard time putting it back together. As you can see, the detail on the armor is just fantastic, and this is really what you're paying for. Look at that. All around him, he's just well detailed all over. Even his sleeves have these things. I don't know if they're ammunition or just part of his uniform. Very nice. One thing I will say about this figure, if you're planning on getting this one, make sure you check the paint apps. And the body is not so bad. Even the armor, you just have to watch out for those all spark blue painted triangles on the armor, and just make sure they're aligned. But really, one thing you have to look out for is the head sculpt. Make sure the paint on the head is well done, like the silver outline of the mask, the eyes of the mask, as well as the red, do not overlap, and they should have almost the same size. That's what really will take a long time. It'll take you probably a couple of figures to really get through, to really find one that's really interesting. Now, this was the best head sculpt that I could find. However, after looking through like 8 or 12 figures, this was the one I picked. When I got home, I did not notice that he was missing some paint apps right here, which I figured, I could easily remedy. Just get a black Sharpie marker or a black marker, a whiteboard marker, whatever. Just, darken it with black and do the same here so that there'd be an equal toning. It's nothing difficult to fix. Whereas if you had good paint apps on the body and really shoddy workmanship on the eyes, that would be very difficult. So just took my chances, and yeah. Anyway, he comes with 2 flamethrower guns. So if you're going to army build this figure, you can, I'm pretty sure, recreate that scene where they surround Captain America with like a circle of flames, or more like a square of flames, and If you're willing to pay the price for this guy is pretty expensive. Out here in Manila, the price of a deluxe mission pack is about the same price as what you would pay for a deluxe class Transformers figure. So it's pretty pricey. But yeah, if you want like get a couple more, you could surround him and you could recreate that scene. So a bit of a size comparison here. Let's stand up this guy. So yeah, this guy's pretty big. Okay, we'll keep him at the back. Keep him at the back. Oops. Okay, and we'll focus on this figure. Now, other accessories he comes with, not really much. He comes with just 4 missiles. He comes with these flame missiles. I'm guessing, why are they mushroom shaped? I suppose it's so that you could recreate that scene that Captain America's shield is like blocking the flames. Fine. But on its own, it's not really that fun to display with the missiles. They do fire fairly decent amount of strength. He also comes with these Iron Man booger missiles. I am not sure why they have them, and they're colored blue. They should have been colored red. I'm not sure if the flamethrowers also have an option to fire freeze bullets or freeze rays or something like that, or ice blast or something, or maybe it's a blue flame. I don't know, but they do fire. I'm not entirely sure why Hasbro opted for a blue colored missile, flame shaped missile, booger missile, but it is there. So these are just gonna go in a bin. If you're a big fan of Star Wars, then Clone Wars, you'll probably already have the flamethrower clone trooper figure, and that one, as you may know, has the flame accessories which you can attach, and I think this is a better accessory for this figure, and I wouldn't have minded. I really wouldn't mind at all if Hasbro just repacked these things and just maybe remolded the tip to form missile pegs. Just remolded them to look like that, and they could fire. Or even if they didn't fire, if they include like 2 of these, that would have looked pretty awesome. But I suppose the Star Wars universe do not cross with the Marvel universe, so that's that. Articulation. This figure has a ball jointed neck, although you can only swivel it because it's too tight. So you can just move a little bit up and down. No waist swivel because it's a deluxe mission pack figure. He's got a ball hinge shoulder, ball hinge elbow, and no wrist swivel. As expected, limited articulation, lots of accessories. He's got a ball hinge hip, thigh swivel, and this is a surprise, he's got a ball hinge knee. Despite already having a thigh swivel, he still has a swivel on the knee. I would have expected this one to just have a double hinge joint, and then this would be the swivel, but for some reason they've added 2 swivels, and I've mentioned already in previous reviews that I'm not really a big fan of this swiveling joint, this swiveling piece like that. Just have 1 point of swivel, this rotation swivel, and then the other should be a hinge. No ankle articulation, but that's Hasbro for you. So very cool, highly recommend this figure. If you have to get just 1 deluxe mission pack figure, that's the guy you want to get. Make sure you just get one with decent paint apps. He can stand up very well, and it's just my bad for not really posing his legs properly. Okay. Come on now. Don't make me look bad. Okay, so that's that. Surprisingly enough, this is the only version of this mold. I mean, in the Thor toy line, we get a lot of the movie Thor mold repainted, but for the Captain America line, I haven't heard or seen another repaint of the movie mold. They've repainted all the comic series, but not the movie series, Cap. Interesting. This is the Wave 3 Hydra soldier. He comes with this gun. I don't know what this is. It's like an energy gun or something. He can hold it nicely in both hands. He also comes with the Red Skull's gun, which is, I think, about same. The Red Skull also has the same gun, same color, same paint apps, same color of missile. If you have the Red Skull figure, it's exactly the same. He can also hold it fairly decent enough, but you'll have to put the stock out. Yeah, like that. So that's pretty cool. Missile looks good with or without. Even without the missile, this gun looks pretty awesome. So that's that. You can hold both guns. Now this one is a very, very nice looking figure sculpt. If you're a big fan of the Hydra soldier, you might want to pick this one up as well, even if you've already picked up this guy. This is a more movie accurate, I think. I think they're both movie accurate. This is an armored version. This is just a regular version. I could be wrong. I think they're more black in the movie, but or more green. I don't know. But I thought this was pretty accurate. Again, if you're trying to look for this figure, check the paint apps. You're going to want to look at the face again, and it's the same problem, just like this one. The eyes are painted badly. Sometimes the silver is overlapping, just like this one. It's overlapping just a little bit on the rim of the one of the eye socket or the eye holes. Make sure that the metallic fuchsia or purple, metallic red, and metallic pink and silver, they don't overlap too much. It's painted nicely. Second, the flesh paint. The thing I think has been molded in just this green plastic, and they applied the flesh paint, and that's really another point of contention for this figure. Horrible. I've seen a lot of the figures on the pegs. Horrible flesh paint on some of them. Some of it overlapping flesh paint here, some of lacking flesh paints. And it's really a shame because this is a great looking figure. Next, you want to look at the buckle. Make sure it's painted very well, and the silver buttons, I suppose, on his uniform, and then the red stripes. Other than that, the figure is well done. This thing is flawless. Paint apps on this accessory is great. The boots, colors, hardly any splotches on the uniform. Very, very nice figure. It's a well-designed figure, well-executed one, except for a bit of paint apps issues. He's got this sort of interesting armor pistol belt or web belt. I'm not sure if you can remove it. You probably could, but I'm not going to try it. I suppose you can do the same on this one as well. Articulation for this guy is the same as a movie figure, a Captain America movie figure. It's got a ball jointed neck, ball jointed upper torso, ball hinge elbow. So a ball hinge shoulder, ball hinge elbow, swivel wrist, ball hinge hip, thigh swivel, double hinge knee, and a ball hinge ankle. See, this is what I was saying earlier. Could have been a double hinge or just a hinge knee with some ankle articulation, and they could have kept the thigh swivel for that figure. But anyway, that's what they did. So, very, very cool looking figure. Highly recommend you pick up both if you're a big fan of the figure. In Wave 3, this one is packed in multiple. There's like 3 of these for every case of 12. So if you're army building, this is an easier figure to army build than that one. It's also cheaper, and it looks great. It's just that this one, the armor and the bulk that he has on is just very hard to pass up. So I would definitely recommend both. If you're still looking for them, just be patient. I'm sure they're going to come to your neck of the woods, your area, sooner or later. I mean, retailers will have to order them, right? Very, very cool looking figures. Great designs by Hasbro, so good job on these. Again, as I said, the only main contention is the paint on the helmet. But if you look through the shelves, I'm sure you'll find one that's looking pretty great. So there you go. My 2-for-1 review of the Captain America, the First Avenger movie series. Marvel's Hydra Armored Soldier from Wave 3, and Marvel's Hydra Soldier, Marvel's Hydra Soldier Dark Threat from Wave 2. Very, very, very nice. Highly recommend. Each one gets a 9 out of 10 for me. The paint apps just cost them a point each, but could have been a 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching.